You might recognize him from Shameless or Marvel's Daredevil, but Stephen Ryder has quietly built a career taking on grounded, steady performances that really stick with audiences. Yet for his next act, he's entered a town where nothing and no one is safe. That town of Derry, Maine is the setting for HBO's It, Welcome to Derry. Ryder plays Hank, a family man and movie projectionist falsely accused of murder in early 1960s Derry, a place reckoning with the supernatural haunting of one of Stephen King's most terrifying creations, a shape-shifting dancing clown. All the while, Hank is trying to understand a world that is also constantly changing around him. The series is a prequel to the films It and It Chapter 2. Let's take a look.
You want your daughter to go without a father? You want your mama to mourn a son?
You think I want that? You think I want that? Man, y'all don't understand.
All right. So tell me, please. I think you know by now I'm on your side.
Joining us now, Stephen Ryder. That's some good acting right there. Thank you so much for joining us. So your character, Hank, really drives the themes primarily of race and injustice. How does that counter so naturally, I guess, with the horror of it?
Because it feeds on fear. And so the fact that it takes place 27 years later in 1962, how can you talk about it and not talk about what happened and what goes on in 1962?
You all filmed about 3 episodes right before the strike happened in Hollywood in 2023. Then you went back after the strike was over and filmed the rest. But you've talked about how that was so significant, not only to actually the cast, but the ultimately the project itself.
Absolutely. So Amanda, who plays Ronnie, my daughter, we started to build like a really cool relationship. And, like most relationships, especially in film or TV, you're forcing relationships because you have to get in there very fast.
Sure.
So having that 6 months off, we got a chance to really connect. We met each other's families, we would talk all the time, and it really helped us have an authentic relationship that we could easily tap into. Right.
So how does that then read on the screen for viewers, the relationship between Hank and Ronnie?
I think people can, what I've gotten and people that have told me is that they're like, you are each other's daughter and father. And I think that's the most important part, that people actually believe it's an authentic relationship.
Derry is really sacred ground for the Stephen King fans. As you know, what was it like for you to then participate in this horror history?
It was, I auditioned for the second film in 2018, and I didn't get it. And the fact that this came back up, it's a dream come true. And it has been everything and more, to say the least. When you didn't get it for the second It film, how did that sit with you? How did it also prepare you now for this role? It broke my heart. It did. It was a hard pill to chew. But the great thing was with Andy, I had a good understanding of how he worked and like the process. And so once this came up, I felt like I was the first person that should get the role and the only person. Is it safe to say that Pennywise, played by Bill Skarsgård, is the scariest villain out there? I mean, was there ever a time that you yourself got spooked while you were on set? Not necessarily, but like seeing him in costume is so eerie, because one minute Bill's just talking to you, and the next minute it's like this guy with this big head with this, just saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "What is going on?" So I mean, he's tremendous. There's some aspect of Pennywise that just it gets me to this day. Just the sight. Well, congratulations. I know that this must have so much more meaning, having missed it the first time, and now you're here. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Stephen. Really appreciate you coming on. The final episode of It, Welcome to Derry, airs this Sunday on HBO, and you can stream the entire season on HBO Max.